Well, that's great. And the main thing that I get from your parents is they allow you to make decisions, and parents want to solve all the kids' problems nowadays, and you have a great
Yeah,
background there. And the other thing is empathy, and it's difficult to have empathy when you are young. You get that with the years, and and to be a good leader, we have to be good followers. And who or what asset has to have a leader for you to follow?
for me, honesty is fundamental in everything, but also consistency with one's ideas, with one's own ideas and beliefs. Something very,
Yeah,
very
honesty is
simple,
key, and
but
it's
not easy.
yeah, it's very difficult to find honest people, and
Yeah.
consistency in the skill. You can be honest once, and then you can miss one shot. And let's talk about your goal setting process because you achieve so much. How you set different things or get out of your comfort zone? How is the process?
The process I follow is quite similar to the one I use for other brands or consultancy projects in which I am advising. And is to set where I want to be in, for example, 3, 5 years in a time horizon, and what to do to get there by setting a series of steps and goals to accomplish and establishing a calendar and roadmap. It's quite simple and quite similar to a vision board for any consultancy process, but with my personal brand.
Yes, you say it's easy to do, but it's easy not to do also. So you have the consistency to keep your track. And talking about football, you experience the men's field and the women's field. How do you see the differences between both genders in terms of the sport and growth and possibilities?
I think that still at this moment they have easier than women have, but we are trying to change those things. I think we need also to continue making a lot of effort for that because in many situations still the belief that people have about the role of women and men in football is absolutely different. It's very different the things that people say from the things that people think. And for me, the key is those things that people think, not those that it's correct to say and it's accepted to listen to hear. So we need to continue focus on education, trying to give the best education in equality to our next generations to try to achieve the real change in some years. Of course, not in 5 years, not in 10 years. I think that we will need more time to achieve it. But I prefer real change in 20 years than change imposed in 2 years because it's not, for me, it's not a successful way of doing it.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple of things that the field need new leaders and you have to listen what it isn't said, and that's a very subtle thing. And shifting to hobbies, do you have any hobbies? For me, I started playing the guitar when I was 40. It's a new hobby. Do you have something in mind?
Yes, a lot of I have typical hobbies, but Perhaps I would like to dedicate more time to a hobby that I have, or rather to get more serious because I write often. I love to write, and I write often, but not in a formal way. It's something that I do only as a tool when I have problems and I need to order that problems or order that ideas, or to put the stress off. It's like a way to order my ideas, and I would like to do it in a more orderly way, like I did when I was a little, 20 years, 30 years ago. And also, I love to practice sports. I like it more and more, and I enjoy it more and more. I love diving. It relaxes me a lot. It must be because there are no phones, nor emails. I think that's the key. And I also love any plan that has to do with being with my friends, travel, going to concerts, something like that.
Yeah, I like diving because you disconnect there. And
Yeah,
regarding writing, what you do is you journal to get things out of
yeah,
your head. And you're planning to write a book, write something.
I love it. I would like to do it, and it's one of the things that I have put in my roadmap, and I need to order my all my projects and try to have more time. Put the time for write in my agenda, and give it the importance that it has, to try to write a book.
Yeah, that's great. I've written a couple of books and wrote a novel. And I went to a workshop because I like the skills. So sometimes you need another person to keep the pace or to give you certain tools to do it, you know, and that's a great thing. And where can people reach you in social media? Where can people reach your work, your consultants?